Hey, what's up, you guys? Hey, yo, just before jumping into Thunder Force 6 and checking it out, I just want to relate one of the reasons why I love this game so much is I have to talk about the Sega Genesis first, because I remember a long time ago, my brother, he's a few years older than me, just a couple of years older than I am. And I'd come home from school, and by that time, we had a Sega Genesis, and we were like totally just wowed by this new 16-bit technology. Can you believe it? And I remember one time I walked home, and back in those days, my parents back then, they were pretty much, they persecuted video games, man. They thought video games weren't really that cool, so that meant that we couldn't play our games during school week, so I'd come home and we just have a Sega Genesis, but no television, so that was the thing. It was like, wow. So this is a story. I remember I came home from school, and my brother already had the Sega Genesis out, but we didn't have a television, but what we did have back then, you guys remember boom boxes? You'd have a boom box. That's what they called them. It was a little portable stereo, big old speakers. If you remember old rap videos, how you carried a boom box on your shoulder and you're walking around. But we had one of those, and well, he was like, "Check this out," and he hooked up the Sega Genesis. And the Sega Genesis has this volume. You can put an audio lead right there, and hook it up, and this went straight into the boombox. And you see, you got this lever here, so you got volume control. And he's like, "Check this out," and he played this. I just remember hearing that, and just hearing that bass, that thumping bass of the Sega Genesis, this new 16-bit machine, and Thunder Force, and not even seeing the title screen, not even knowing what this game was, just hearing that title, I was just like, just crazy. Like, I knew it was an amazing game, and I just heard it. I didn't even see it yet. So when the weekend came, we were playing Thunder Force. So I'm going to launch it, Thunder Force 6, with those memories in mind, and play a little bit through it, and see how it is. So here's Thunder Force 6. Gonna check it out and kind of get my impressions of it. I dabbled in it a little bit, but now is the first time I'm going to get a real proper, thorough play. So I'm not going to make you guys watch the whole game or anything like that. What I'm going to do is I'll splice things together, see how my progress is, and kind of show you some of the highlights of the game. One thing I can tell you off the bat, the graphics are a lot better than I imagined. I got it running component video. I got to do the game proud, man, because I know how some of you guys are sticklers for your video quality, so I got it running in component video, so should be the best that it's gonna look. So we'll get into some games here. Gotta pass up the intro.
水源を Uche, ongezgudla, uche, ongezgudla.
Ungespiritas, auragno.
First boss down. I love that. This is a gargoyle from Thunder Force 3. Took his ass out. So, pretty good. Not bad so far. So, we'll go on to the next. Just before we step into the fire stage, what I want to just share is there's so much of the old Thunder Force games in this game. It's funny. It's like stage design, just the way the presentation of the enemy patterns, and it's just like you feel right at home playing this game. So it's really cool. It's like a really cool fan service to Thunder Force, man. So I'm gonna step and show you a little bit of this stage, and we'll jump on to some of the latter stages.
Uche, ongezgudla, uche, ongezgudla.
어플 셔터.
Always hated that boss. It's the same one from Thunder Force 5. Kicked my ass. Took 2 of my lives, and I got greedy and tried to get that extra life lane there, and that ended in failure. Let's move on.